Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1972 season is on the air. It's Friday night baseball, and we always seem to get, somehow or other, I seem to get pretty good matchups for Friday night. And tonight is no different. Today's date is April 27th, 1972. We are at Three Rivers Stadium for a big early season matchup between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Reds come into this game a record of 5-4. The Pirates came out of the gate quickly, a record of 8-1. And these two teams are actually playing the rubber game of a three-game series here, according to the 72 season. So we got a big matchup tonight. Should be lots of fun with these two teams. Is this a possible playoff preview between the Pirates and the Reds? Either a division series or a championship series? Who knows? We'll have to see. Kevin Hayes, John Haverly, Doug Hunt, and Brian B. join us here at Three Rivers Stadium. The Reds historically won this game 5-4. The Reds had 12 hits and no errors. The Pirates had 9 hits and no errors. We got some Hall of Famers and some GOATs in these lineups. So we're about to find out what will happen tonight at a big game here by the stadium by the Three Rivers. Brian B. already says take Eulander out for Geronimo in the 7th, but we'll see what happens when we get there. As Brian B., I'll be calling upon him to make some Reds changes when the time is right. In the meantime, let's play some Friday night baseball. Starting pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates tonight is Nelson Briles. 14 wins, 11 losses, a 3.08 ERA, 120 strikeouts and 35 walks in 72. That's pretty good control, only 35 walks. That's pretty good. So we'll see what he's got to do for the Pirates tonight in tonight's matchup. So we are all set and ready to go. Let's go to the top of the first, and the first guy we're going to bring out is that guy. Leading off for the Reds, left fielder Pete Rose. Hall of Famer? No. One of the greatest of all time? Yes. 307 average, 6 homers, 57 RBIs. Rose is in left field for this matchup. We're using yellow, white, and black dice. Pirates are the home team. There is not an empty seat in this matchup between the Reds and the Pirates. A good interdivision matchup in the National League. Let's see what happens tonight for some Friday night baseball. 1-3, that's at the park. Three Rivers Stadium, 5-3, and that's a fly ball hit the left field. And getting over there is going to be Gene Kleins, and he will make the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up the second baseman, Joe Morgan. Hall of Famer? Yep. 292 average, 16 homers, 73 RBIs. Briles will go ahead and pitch. 2-4 against the lefty. It's a blank. Morgan, 3-1, and that's flied to left field as well. And once again, Kleins is going to get to it, and he will make the catch for out number 2. Next up is the center fielder, Bobby Tolan. 283 average, 8 homers, 82 RBIs. Yes, Three River Stadium subtracts 1 from strikeouts, 3 from walks, only 87 home runs were hit in that stadium in 72, so definitely a pitcher's park. Briles, 2-1, that's at the park. Three Rivers, 6-5, and that is a ground ball to second base. And getting over there will be Rennie Stinnett, and he will make the play. And that is a 1-2-3 inning for the Reds. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Starting pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds tonight is Don Gullett. And yes, it was one of his worst seasons. 9 wins, 10 losses, 2 saves actually. A 3.94 ERA. He did relief and started. 96 strikeouts and 38 walks in 72. So let's see what the Pirates have to do tonight here at the stadium by the Three Rivers. Leading off for the Pirates will be Gene Kleins. He is in left field for this game tonight. .334 average, no homers, 17 RBIs in 72. So Gullett with the deal. And 3-4, and that's at the park. Three Rivers, 4-2, and that's going to be a base hit right past first, a leadoff single for Kleins. So Kleins will get the first, and he will hold there, infield double play. And that will bring up the second baseman, Rennie Stinnett. Recently passed away, .286 average, 3 homers, 30 RBIs. Kleins at 12 stolen bases. And that is a 1. He gets the steal sign, but I don't think he's going. 13 minus 3 makes him a 10. And Johnny Bench minus 3 makes him a 7. He's not going anywhere. Gullett will go ahead and pitch. Gullett, 6-1. That's a blank. Stinnett, a 5-6, and that's a fly ball hit to center field. And getting over there will be Bobby Tolan. And he will make the catch. Give me 1 second here. Make the catch and retire the side. Not retire the side, 1 down. And the next batter will be this guy. Right fielder, Roberto Clemente. Hall of Famer? Yes. One of the greatest of all time? Yes. Greatest Puerto Rican player in baseball history? Yes. Would he reach 4,000 hits if he did not pass away suddenly? I truly believe the answer would be yes. .312 average, 10 homers, 60 RBIs. Roberto Clemente definitely takes the play right there as PFLQR joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. Strategy roll. And Kleins again gets the steal sign, but he's not going. Gullett will pitch. Gullett, 2-1. That is a blank. Roberto, 4-6. And that's a ground ball to third. 3-3-4. Second base pivot. Morgan, a 0. A 1-4. It's a twin killing. No, the throw's going to go to first. And that's the only play he had. Kleins will get the second, and that will be out number 2. Two away. And the next batter will be the first baseman, Bob Robertson. Don't know much about him. 193 average. He had 12 home runs and 41 RBIs in 72. Sports Time Machine joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. He has a -2 arm. So if you want to say that Roberto Clemente was the Dan Marino of baseball, you could probably say that, because everyone knows that Dan Marino had a cannon for an arm for football. So, yes, his outfield arm is -2, Utah Mike, as it should be, because that man had a cannon. Kleins on at second. Strategy. Nothing on the 2. Kleins will stay where he is. Gullett, 5-2. That is a blank. Robertson, 3-2. That's flying to center field. Getting over there will be Tolan. And that will retire the side. No runs and a hit for the Pirates. No score after 1. Clemente, definitely Hall of Famer. Clemente is one of the greatest of all time, and he's the best Puerto Rican player in baseball history. So I have nothing but good things to say about Roberto Clemente. As Kemi Poo joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. We go to the top of the second, and leading off for the Reds will be that guy, the catcher himself, Mr. Johnny Bench. Hall of Fame? Yep, absolutely. One of the greatest of all time? Yep, absolutely. If you want to say Johnny Bench was the best catcher ever, I really won't argue that. .270 average, 40 homers, 125 RBIs. Bench was just a killer at the plate. Briles with the pitch. Briles, 1-5. And that is a home run chance. Against a righty, a 1-4, the 10 is no good. And that would have been an automatic slam. Bench, 3-2. Instead, he's going to hit a deep fly ball to center field, but that's going to stay in the park. Al Oliver will get to it, and he'll make the play for the out. That'll bring up the first baseman, Tony Perez. I put him in the Hall of the Very Good. .283 average, 21 homers, 90 RBIs. Briles will go ahead and pitch to Perez. Briles, 5-2 against the righty. Strikeout plus. That 9 will get Perez. Struck him out. And that is the first strikeout for Briles. Frank Rozek joins us here at the stadium by the Three Rivers. And the next batter will be the right fielder, Ted Eulander. I don't know much about him either. 159 average and 6 RBIs. So 2 men out at the top of the second. Briles, 6-1, strikeout 3, swing and a miss, struck him out, and that will retire the side. Second strikeout for Briles. And once again, 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. And we'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Al Oliver, another great Pirate some don't recognize. I know who he was. Definitely. Bottom of the second, leading off for the Pirates will be the catcher, Manny Sanguillen. 298 average, 7 homers, 71 RBIs. Always felt Sanguillen was pretty solid. Gullett with the pitch. 2-6, walk, 12. That is not as too high. Sanguillen, 2-1, and he grounds one to second base. That will be handled by Morgan with ease. And that is out number 1. 1 out, that'll bring up the third baseman, Richie Hebner. Had a great year in 72. 300 average, 19 homers, 72 RBIs. Absolutely hated being on the Mets when he was on the Mets later in the 70s. Gullett, 1-2 against the lefty. It's a blank. Hebner, 6-1, and a line out right to short. Dave Concepcion is right there to make the play. And that is out number 2. Two outs, and now we will see the center fielder, Al Oliver. 312 average, 12 homers, 89 RBIs. A very good year for Oliver. Gullett with the pitch. Gullett, 2-2, and against the lefty, it's going to be a base hit right past the pitcher, and Oliver will go ahead and get a single. So that will keep the inning alive for the Pirates. Stargell is not in the lineup tonight. No, he is not, but he is on the bench. I guess they just didn't start him tonight. Here comes the shortstop, Jackie Hernandez. Again, another player I'm not too sure about. 188 average, a homer, and 14 RBIs. 2 men down. Oliver with the strategy role, and nothing happening on the 8th. Gullett will go ahead and pitch. Gullett, 4-5, strikeout 8, swing and a miss, strikeout, and the inning is over. First strikeout for Gullett, no runs and a hit for the Pirates, and no score after 2. You think Gullett owns Stargell? That's possible. David Baker joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. We go to the top of the third. And leading off for the Redlegs will be the third baseman, Dennis Menke. 233 average, 9 homers, 50 RBIs. Again, another player I don't know much about. DB joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. Briles, 1-6 at the blank. Menke, 4-1, and that's a line out to short. Over there is Hernandez, and he'll make the catch. And that will bring up the shortstop, Dave Concepcion. Some people think he belongs in the Hall of Fame. I'll put him in the Hall of the Very Good. I just can't put him in the Hall of Fame. I just don't think his numbers get there. Awesome fielder. I just don't think I could put him in the Hall of Fame. 209 average, 2 homers, 29 RBIs. Yes, I'll say Hall of the Very Good. Briles with the pitch. Briles, 4-2, strikeout 1, swing and a miss, struck him out. That is the third strikeout for Briles. And that will bring up the pitcher, Don Gullett. Gullett could hit 211 average and 3 RBIs. No homers, but he can hit the ball. Yes, rest in peace, David Soul, who passed away today at 80 years old. Briles, 1-1, strikeout, and they'll get that's a 20, and that'll still be good enough to strike out Gullett. And that is strikeout number 4 for Briles, and a 1-2-3 inning on the Reds. We will go to the bottom of the third. Leading off for the Bucks will be the pitcher, Nelson Briles. He batted 157 and 72, had 4 RBIs. Bottom of the third, no score here. Yes, he was in that was actually that was one of his earliest roles, was in Magnum Force with Clint Eastwood. And I still say, that is still my favorite of the Dirty Harry films. Gullett, 2-3, strikeout 20, and he gets Briles easily. Struck him out. Second strikeout for Gullett. And that will bring up Kleins. Kleins got a base hit his first time up. Yeah, he could sing too. Gullett, 1-2, and against the righty, strikeout that 8. Got him. Struck him out. He'll get Kleins. And that is strikeout number 3 for Don Gullett. And the next batter is Stinnett. Stinnett is 0 for 1. Gullett going ahead, and he will pitch. Gullett, 2-5. That's a range play. Stinnett, 2-1. That's a power hit to left field. That's an 11 against the lefty. That will be a double, but it's a range play for Peter Rose. Rose was good out there. His range is a 4. And he'll make the catch on the run, make it kind of easy, and Stinnett will be out of there. It'll be a fly out to left instead, and that is a 1-2-3 inning for Don Gullett. No score after 3. Is this a possible playoff? Is this a possible playoff preview for the 1972 season? Could the Reds and the Pirates be playing each other in the division series or in the championship series? Or could they be playing or could they be in or could they be in the wild card series? Who knows? We go to the top of the 4th, and it will be Mr. Peter Rose leading off. Vita Productions joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. So Briles will go ahead and pitch. Briles, 6-4, that's a blank. Rose, 1-2, and that is a fly to left. And coming under that is Kleins, and that will be the first out. Next up is Morgan. Morgan is 0 for 1. Have you ever used Digital Diamond Baseball to score the games? No. I think Digital Diamond Baseball is awesome, but I just like doing my games just by pen and paper. Briles with the pitch. Briles, 2-1. That's at the park. Three Rivers, 1-5, and that is another fly to left field. Once again, Klein's getting a lot of work out there today, and he'll make the catch, 2 down. Next batter is Tolan. Tolan is 0 for 1. Briles with the pitch. Briles, 2-2. That's a blank. Tolan, 1-4, and that's grounded to second base. Moving over is Stinnett, and he will take care of that. Throw it over. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. We will go to the bottom of the 4th. Pitchers duel here between Gullett and Briles. Yes, Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. That's why I said Hall of Famer. No. One of the greatest of all time. Yes. And that's what I meant. But yes, he should be in the Hall of Fame. But when I say the guy is one of the greatest of all time, you know he should be in the Hall. Bottom of the 4th inning, it will be Mr. Roberto Clemente coming up to bat. He's 0 for 1. And, of course, he is one of the greatest of all time. Gullett, 1-2 against the righty. Strikeout 3. And he'll get Clemente. Struck him out. Wow. And that's strikeout number 4 for Gullett. He's having a good night on the mound at the moment as he's keeping Clemente tired or quiet. Here's Robertson. Robertson is 0 for 1. Gullett with the pitch. 2-1. That is a blank. Robertson, 4-6, and that's flying to left field. And Mr. Rose will come over there and get it and make the play. Next batter, Sanguillen. He is 0 for 1. Gullett with the deal. Gullett, 3-3. That's a walk. That 20 is high. Sanguillen, 6-5, and that's flying to center field, and Tolan's going to get to it, and he will make the play and retire the side. 1-2-3, go the Pirates. Pitchers duel here after 4. No score. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Leading off for the Reds will be Mr. Johnny Bench, and he is 0 for 1. Briles will go ahead. Joe Jackson not being in a stupidity. Yeah, like I said, we already know who should be in the Hall of Fame. And I'm actually about to just say, you know what? For all the guys with the steroids, you know what? Throw them in there anyway. Because if it wasn't for the 1998 season where McGuire and Sosa were all chasing 62 and all of that stuff, baseball might not have really gotten back on the map. And then they decided to not put him in because of the steroid thing. You know what? Throw him in the Hall. Midlife Crisis joins us here at the stadium by the Three Rivers. Briles, 5-2 against the righty, strikeout plus, and he will get benched. Struck him out, and that is strikeout number 5 for Briles. And he is off to a pretty good start. And now here's Perez. Perez is 0 for 1. I don't know how you could not be on the Todd Helton train. He's got the same stats as Larry Walker. Pretty much almost exactly. So I don't know how you don't put in Todd Helton. And right now, according to the 5 they have listed to go in, Beltre is a no-brainer. I put in Helton. Joe Mauer is a no-brainer. He's one of the best He's the best catcher in Twins history. Okay, and I have no problem with Billy Wagner because he's one of the best closers, and I do think Gary Sheffield should be put in, and he will be the first, and he should be the first Florida Marlin to be put in the. He should be wearing a Marlins cap if he goes in. Briles with the pitch. Briles 3-5, strikeout 7. He got Perez, and that is strikeout number 6 for Briles. And now the batter is Eulander, and he's 0 for 1. Briles will go ahead and pitch. I agree with you, MLC. 1-6, that is a blank. Eulander, 2-3, and that's a fly ball hit to right field. Getting over there will be Clemente, and he'll make the play without no problem. And that is a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Gullett back on the mound. And leading off for the Pirates will be Richie Hebner, and he is 0 for 1. No score here. Bottom of the 5th inning, Gullett with the pitch. Gullett, 4-1, wild pitch, ball 1. Gullett again, 3-4, that's at the park. Three Rivers, 2-4, and that's a base hit to left field for Hebner, so he'll get on base with a single. So leadoff man on for the Bucks, and here comes Oliver. Oliver got a single his first time up, infield double play. Strategy roll, nothing happening there. Hebner there on at first. Gullett with the pitch. Gullett, 1-2 against the lefty, it's a blank. Oliver, 3-5, and that's a ground ball right back to the pitcher. So 2-1, and you don't get the infield depth because it's hit to the pitcher, but a -1 automatically hit to the pitcher. So let's see. So he is a lefty, his bat. So the shortstop will be the pivot, and that is Concepcion as a 0. The only way to turn a double play is on a 1. And they got it. 2 outs. Wow, hit right back to Gullett, turns around, fires to second to get Hebner, and that is their typical 1-6-3 double play, 2 down. What a play by Gullett. He needed a 1 to get a 2 twin bagger, and he got it. And here comes Hernandez, and he's 0 for 1. 2 outs now. Gullett will make the pitch. Gullett, 1-1, strikeout 15. That's going to miss. Hernandez, 6-4, and that's a base hit to left past third. That'll be a single for Hernandez. How big is that double play? So Hernandez keeps the inning alive, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Briles, who's 0 for 1. Anything on Strat? Nope. Gullett will go ahead and make the pitch. Gullett with the deal. Gullett, 3-3, walk, 11. That's high. Briles, a 6-5, and he hits a fly ball to right, and Eulander will go ahead and get to it. and retire the side. No runs on 2 hits. And right now, both these pitchers are going well here. No score after 5. In this rapidly moving ball game, already on the top of the 6th. But that's what happens when you have pitchers duels. Leading off for the Redlegs will be Dennis Menke, and he's 0 for 1. Top of the 6th, no score, Reds Pirates. Big game here, very early big game. Briles, 5-3, that is a blank. Menke, 3-6, and against the righty, Menke's going to smack one into center field. That's going to roll all the way to the wall, and that's going to be a double. So Menke will get the first hit of the ball game for the Reds. So Nelson Briles pitches 5 innings of perfect ball. But Menke will break that up. We'll go to and now we'll runner on second base. The batter will be Concepcion. And he is 0 for 1. Anything on the strategy? The answer is no. Menke will stay where he is. Briles will go ahead and make the pitch. Yes, you did jinx that perfecto. Thank you, Brian. Briles, 5-4. That is a blank. Concepcion, 4-4. And that's a grounder right to the pitcher, right to Briles. Briles will get that, and he will throw to first for the out. He will throw to first for the out, and Menke, his base running rating is a 2, and he'll actually take third. So Menke goes to third base, and now the batter is Gullett, and Gullett is 0 for 1, and he will bat. This is 1972. Infield is in, called by the Pirates. Strategy roll, nothing on the 11. Briles will go ahead and pitch. Briles, 1-3, that's at the park. Three Rivers Stadium, 5-2, and that's a ground ball right at the plate. Dennis Menke will have to hold, and the throw will go to first automatically, 2 outs. Grounded at the plate, and with a runner on third, the runner holds, and the batter is out at first, and there are 2 away. Not where you want it hit to, but now it's a chance for Rose. And Rose is 0 for 2. Infield is back to normal, nothing on the strat. Briles will go ahead and pitch. Briles, 5-3, that is a blank. Rose, 1-4, and against the righty, it's a ground ball to short. Over there will be Hernandez. He's got it. Throws to first, and the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Reds. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. As Brian B. decided to jinx my perfect game that I had going, I have yet to throw a no-hitter in inside pitch. I do have one in payoff pitch, a game that Steeler fan always loves when I mention. That's his favorite baseball game of all time, the no-hitter for Bill Swift. He will always think of that game all the time. That's his favorite baseball game I've ever played. Let's see, bottom of the 6th, and who leads off? Oh, top of the order. Leading off for the Pirates will be Gene Clines. He's 1 for 2 with a single. No score, bottom of the 6th here, big early season game between the 5-4 Reds and the 8-1 Pirates. Gullett, 5-4, that is a blank. Clines, 2-4, that's flied to right. Getting over there will be Eulander, and he'll make the play for the out. 1 down, that'll bring up Stinnett. Stinnett is 0 for 2. Yep, Bill Swift is his favorite player. Gullett, 6-3, possible error. Stinnett, 1-1, that's a fly ball hit to left field. Going over there is Pete Rose. His error rating is a 1. That's a 12. He'll make the catch, 2 down. No problem for Pete Rose out there. And now Clemente. Clemente is 0 for 2. He's very quiet tonight. Gullett doing a heck of a job on Clemente. Pitch, 2-6. That's a walk, and that will be ball 4. So Clemente coaxes a walk, a 2-out walk for him, and that is only the first walk given up by Gullett. And he'll bring up a chance for Robertson. Robertson 0 for 2. Clemente had no stolen bases that year. And he's not going anywhere anyway, though. Gullett looking in on Robertson. And here comes the pitch. Gullett, 6-5, strikeout, 14. That will just miss. Robertson, 3-4, and that's a line drive right to third, right in the Mankey's glove. And that will end the inning. Nothing across except a walk. No score after 6. Who's going to break through first here? Pat Zachary. Yeah. Let's trade Tom Seaver for Pat Zachary. The Midnight Massacre. What a horrible day in baseball history. Double D joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. Leading off for the Reds in the top of the 7th will be Joe Morgan, Hall of Famer, 0 for 2. Briles right now doing a heck of a job for the Pirates in this game. Briles, 4-1 against the lefty. That's a blank. Morgan, 5-4. That's fly deep to center field, but not deep enough. And Al Oliver will have plenty of room, and he'll make the play. 1 out. Next up is Tolan. Tolan is 0 for 2. Briles will come on to pitch, or Briles will pitch. 3-3, strikeout, 11. Cold strike 3 on Tolan. He got him. He's a 12, but -1 makes him an 11, and that will be an 11, and that will be a called strike 3, and that is strikeout number 7 for Briles, 2 down. And now the batter is Mr. Bench, and Bench is 0 for 2. 2 outs here, top of the 7th. Good pitching matchup here between the Reds and the Pirates. Briles, 6-3. That is a blank. He's not tired. Bench, 4-2 against the righty. That is a ground ball hit to third base. It'll be Hebner getting to it. He will make the play and retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Reds. And we are already 32 minutes in the stream, and we're already at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Don't forget, we have 10-minute ticker coming up after tonight's game. Tomorrow night will be April 30th. It'll be the final game in the month of April. Already moving through the 1972 season pretty quickly, but that was because 72 started late. We're going to be at Kansas City Municipal Stadium. The Royals still played there. They didn't move into Royal Stadium until later, and they will take on the Cleveland Indians. Dick Tidrow will be pitching for the Indians, and Dick Drago will be pitching for the Royals. 2 pitchers that recently passed away. That'll be tomorrow night's game on the network. The Indians and the Royals. Tidrow against Drago, as we'll get our first look at both of those teams on Inside Pitch, which is our final game in the month of April. Bottom of the 7th here, still no score. And Manny Sanguillen leads off for Pitt, and he is 0 for 2. Gullett can pitch to 4 more batters before he tires. And I believe Brian B. said he wanted me to take Eulander out and right. Let me see what he did. Let me go back into the chat here. He said Geronimo to right field for that bum Eulander. Let me see here. I will go ahead and do just that. DJP joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. So I will go ahead. It is the 7th inning, which is when I can make moves. I will do so. So Eulander will come out of the game. And Cesar Geronimo will come in. And let's see, here's a 3-4-1. -1, actually. 3-4 -1. So Eulander will take over. I'm sorry, Geronimo will take over for Eulander. I'll go ahead and make the call there. And I got to change the thing here. So now right fielder is a -1. So -1 in right field is +1, 0, -2. And there we go. Yes, Keith Hernandez should be in the Hall of Fame. I say that all the time. And you are correct. Okay, so we'll have Cesar Geronimo go ahead and move into that position in right field. But meanwhile, bottom of the seventh, Manny Sanguillen will bat. He's 0 for 2. Gullett pitching very well tonight. Gullett, 3-1, strikeout 6. That's going to miss. Sanguillen, 1-4, and that's a fly ball to right field. And Cesar Geronimo comes in there, and he's going to make a quick play, and that is out number 1. So he comes in and has to make a play. Next up is Hebner. Hebner is 1 for 2, has a single. Gullett with the pitch. Gullett, 4-4, range play at the park. D. Scott Howard, the GOAT Whisperer, joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. And meanwhile, Three Rivers, 1-3. It's a ground ball to third, but that's a range play for Dennis Menke. His range is a 3. That's a 2. Nice play by Menke. He'll get it, and he'll toss it over to first for the out, 2 away. Nice play by Dennis Menke. Both teams flashing some defense. Next batter is Oliver. Oliver is 1 for 2 with a single. 2 down here, still no score. 7th inning. Gullett, 4-2. That's a home run chance. Lefty, 1-19. The 4 is good. But against the lefty, though, Oliver has a 0. It is not happening. Oliver, 2-1, but he will slap it past third. It'll be a single. So Oliver gets a little bit under it, but he actually gets enough on it to get a base hit. And now the batter is Hernandez. And the question is, I mean, 7th inning, do I want Hernandez to bat here? He is the shortstop. I have Gene Alley who can take over. Not as good at range, though. Let's see. They're going to make a change. So Jackie Hernandez is going to come out of the game. And coming on to pinch hit. Or do I want to bring him in right now? You know what? No. I'm going to let Hernandez stay in. Keep us ranged. Hernandez is going to stay in there. So runner at first base, 2 outs. And nothing on the strat. Oliver not going anywhere. Gullett with the pitch. Gullett, 2-6. That's a walk. And that's going to be ball 4. He walked Hernandez. So it looks like keeping Hernandez in there against the lefty made a big difference. And he will walk. And now Gullett is tired. And now Nelson Briles coming up. The question is, do I want Briles to hit? He's pitching beautifully right now. But I think with runners at first and second, I think you got to go to a pinch hitter in this situation. And even though Briles still has plenty left in the tank, I don't know. Would you think Briles would hit here, or I think you pinch hit him? You got a runner in scoring position, and you got and Brian B says get Gullett out. And yes, the Bucks do have a very good bullpen. Carroll or Hall? Yes, I know. What do we do here? Well, Brian B says get Gullett out. Says Carroll or Hall. So let's see what we do here. Carroll actually is the closer. I don't think you'd use him in this situation. Tom Hall, I think, is your better choice. So Gullett's going to come out of the game. And coming on to pinch now for the Reds will be Tom Hall. 10 wins, a loss, 8 saves, a 2.61 ERA. So Hall will come on to pitch. And now the Pirates need to make a decision. And they are going to... Who made the last Reds out? Let's see. The last Reds out was bench. Perez is the next batter. Let's see here. What do I want to do here? Do I want... You know what? I'm going to play the percentages, and that'll be it for Nelson Briles, even though he pitched an absolute gem. But they're going to take him out of the game, and they're going to go ahead and they have lefty on lefty, and they're going to go ahead and bring out Pops. Coming on to bat for the Pirates will be Pops himself, Mr. Willie Stargell. Hall of Famer? Absolutely. 293 average, 33 homers, 112 RBIs. Stargell did not start this game, but he is on the bench, and he is fine. So they're going to go lefty on lefty. They're going to see if Hall can make a mistake. And if he does, that ball is out of here. Oliver on at second. Hernandez on at first. Pirates are going to take a chance. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 4. Nobody will move. Nobody will move. 2 outs here. Fans here at Three Rivers hoping Willie can get it done. Hall with the pitch. 3-1. That's an error on a grounder. Stargell 2-6. And it's a fly ball to left field. And getting over there will be Pete Rose. And he's going to make the catch and retire the side. No runs, a hit, and a walk. And after 7, still no score. And Hall can pitch to 8 batters. So he came in for here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We go to the top of the 8th inning. And leading off for the Reds is going to be Tony Perez. And we'll see who the Pirates want to bring in there. And Haverly says Hernandez. Hernandez. What do you mean Hernandez to pitch? You're talking Ramon Hernandez? Okay. John Haverly says Ramon Hernandez, so we'll use John Haverly, and that's who we're going to bring in to pitch. Coming on to pitch for the Pirates is going to be Ramon Hernandez. 5 wins, 14 saves, a 1.67 ERA. Actually, before I have him go, is he the closer? Would I designate him as the closer? Probably. No, Gusty would be the closer. So Hernandez will be the guy. So we'll go with Hernandez. So Hernandez will pitch to Perez here. Top of the 8th, John Haverly versus Brian B. Yeah, Gusty will be the closer. He has 22 saves. Ramon Hernandez will, although in 1972 here, I really do not have to declare a closing pitcher because they really weren't like that just yet. Not until Bruce Sutter came along, who pretty much invented the same statistic. But you're right though, Haverly. So Hernandez will pitch to Perez. Hernandez 2-6. That's a walk. That's a 5. And that's ball 4. So Ramon Hernandez comes on there, and he will walk Perez. He'll walk the leadoff batter. And that'll bring up the new right fielder, Cesar Geronimo. 275 average, 4 homers, 29 RBIs. Infield is that double play. Perez on at first. Anything on the strat? Nothing on the 9. Perez not going anywhere. Hernandez will pitch. Hernandez, 3-4. That's at the park. Three Rivers, 4-2, and that's a base hit right past first. That'll be a single. Perez he will have the speed, but just barely. He needs to be a 2 to get to third, and the Reds, for the first time, are in business. So a single there for Geronimo. Now runners at the corners, and here comes Menke. And Menke is 1 for 2. He's got a double. They're going to play the infield in with 1 out here. So no score, but top of the 8th. But the Reds are threatening. Strategy roll. And nothing on the 18. Menke is not going to bunt. He'll swing. Hernandez will pitch. Hernandez, 4-5. That's a range play. Menke, 4-5. It's a fly ball to left field. Going after that is Gene Kleins. His range is a 3, and he can't get it. It's going to drop, and that's going to be a base hit, and the Reds will get on the board. Perez will come in to score, and that becomes a single to left. Geronimo base running 4. Single to left, -2. A 1-2 will get to third. And, it's a 6. So Geronimo now coming around second. Menke on it first. Left fielder Kleins has a +1 arm. A 1 or a 2, there could be a play. It's a 5, and Geronimo will put on the brakes and head back to second base, but it's 1-0 Reds. Stadium groans. So Dennis Menke comes through with an RBI single, and now 1-0 Reds. Infield now moves a double play. Batter is Concepcion. And Concepcion is 0 for 2. Infield still a double play death, but now 1-0 Reds. Strategy, nothing on the 16. Hernandez with the pitch. Hernandez, 6-6, hit by pitch. 16, wow, that just missed. He's a 4 and +10, but the 16 is too high. Concepcion, 4-6, and that is a base hit past third, and that is a single. Geronimo, a base running rating of 4. That will not score him, but the bases are loaded. And we'll see a pinch hitter for Tom Hall as he will come out of the game. And the question is, who does Brian B. want to pinch hit against Hernandez? And we'll see who he wants to pinch hit here. If Brian B. will let me make a choice. Left-handed bat, yes. LH bat, you want a lefty bat? Oh no, righty bat. Okay. Coming on to pinch it for the Reds is going to be George Foster. 200 average, 2 homers, 12 RBIs. Foster will come on to pinch hit. And Ramon Hernandez, he gave up the run. I don't think I want him to pitch here. That's going to be it for Ramon Hernandez. He is coming out as he comes to be ineffective. And the Pirates will go to the bullpen. And coming on to pitch, they're going to turn Foster around. And that's going to be Bob Miller. 5 wins, 2 losses, 3 saves, a 2.65 ERA. So Miller will come in and be the third Pirates pitcher. And he'll go up against Foster. So bases loaded, 1 out. And they're going to call the infield in. George Foster does have a high double play rating, so an infield in could still be a double play. But Miller will pitch to Foster. Top of the 8th, 1-0 Reds. The Reds finally break through as Hernandez just couldn't get it done. Strategy roll, nothing on the 18. Miller with the pitch. Miller, 2-4, strikeout 15, and nope, that's just going to miss. Foster, 3-1, base hit, right past third, it's a single. Geronimo will come in to score. Menke, he will hold at second base. And another run comes in for the Reds, it's 2-0. Stadium groans. That is the 4th straight single given up by Pirates pitching. And now the batter is Rose. And Rose is 0 for 3, and you know he's due. So 2-0 Reds now here in the top of the 8th. Bases are still loaded, and they're going to still keep the infield in. Reds right now got a lot going on here. Bill Miller will go ahead and pitch to Rose. Strategy roll still on. Nothing on the 7. Miller will pitch to Rose. Miller with the deal. Miller, 3-3 against the switch left. That is a blank. Rose, 6-1. And against the righty, Rose goes ahead and cracks one really hard. That's going to go all the way to the center field fence. That is going to be a triple to center field. Menke will score. Concepcion will score. Foster will score. Rose the third. 5-0 Reds. Stadium barfs. Yeah. Probably should have left Nelson Briles in there. A 3 RBI triple by Pete Rose. And is now 5-0 Reds. As Pirates bullpen just implodes. And now the batter is Morgan, and still only one out here in the 8th. The infield is going to play in. And Morgan is 0 for 3, but right now Pirate bullpen just completely just blowing it up. Miller will go ahead and Miller will stay in there and make the pitch. Miller, 5-3, walk, 13, ball 4, he walks Morgan. So now Morgan walks, and the batter is Tolan, and I think that's it for Miller. So Miller's going to come out of the game. Pirates are going to go to the bullpen. Didn't we say the Pirate bullpen was pretty good? And coming on to pitch for the Pirates is going to be Bob Johnson. 4 wins, 4 losses, 3 saves, a 2.96 ERA. Johnson's going to be the 4th Pirate pitcher here as John Haverly is waving the white flag. Infielder double play depth, 5-0 Reds. And Johnson will now pitch to Tolan. Still only 1 out here in the 8th. And strategy rolls are off. Johnson will go ahead and pitch. Johnson, 5-3, possible error. Tolan, 5-3. That's a power hit to right field. That is a 4 against the righty. That's going to be a base hit to right field. Rose is going to come in to score. The ball is hit to right field. That's Clemente. His error rating is a 0. He won't make any errors. Morgan, base runner 4. Single to right, a 0. So a 1-4. Morgan will get to third. He will not. Morgan fired him by Clemente, and Morgan has to hold at second base. But another run for the Reds at 6-0. Stadium groans. So now runners at first and second. The Pirates just can't do anything right at the moment. Is there 1 out or is there nobody out? Walk, single, triple, walk. They have nobody out. My bad. They don't have anybody out. I don't know where I thought there was somebody out. I'm sorry. They have nobody out. I don't know what I'm thinking about ones. What happened? Perez got a walk. Then Geronimo single. Menke single. Concepcion single. Then Foster got on base. Then Rose a triple. Morgan a walk. Yeah, nobody's out. My bad. No one's out. I don't know why I thought there was an out. So now it is 6-0 Reds. And now here comes Bench. Bench is the 9th batter. Bench is the 9th batter here of the inning. And My Basement Media Productions, the newest grandfather of the world, joins us here. Congratulate, mazel tov to you. So runners at first and second, still nobody out. 6-0 Reds as the Pirate bullpen just is completely imploding. Johnson, 6-4. That's an automatic out to finally get one. And that is a ground ball to short. 3-3-4. Second base pivots to net. 0-1-4 double play. They got it. Morgan will go to third. And Tolan and Bench are both out. 2 away. And now the batter will be Briles. So the Reds have batted around. And Briles coming back up to bat. So 6-0 Reds. And Johnson will continue to pitch. And Briles is 0 for 2 with a walk. Johnson will go ahead and deal. Johnson 5-1 against a righty. Strikeout. That one is there. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the inning is over. 6 runs on 6 hits, 2 walks. The Reds could not do anything wrong, and the Pirates could not do anything right. It is now 6-0 in favor of the Reds, and we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. But remember, no lead is safe at inside pitch. Gene Clines leads off for the Pirates. Big Clue joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. Use someone other than Bourbon or Carroll to believe Sprague if he's on the roster. He is. Coming on to pitch for the Reds is going to be Ed Sprague. 3 wins, 3 losses, no saves, a 4.13 ERA. Sprague will come on to pitch for the Reds. So bottom of the 8th inning, 6-0 Reds. Sprague, 3-3. That's a walk, and that 3 is ball 4. So Sprague comes up there, and he walks the leadoff batter. So Clines will go to first. And now the batter is Stinnett. Will Pirates now get some runs back in this inning? Stinnett is 0 for 3. Infield is at double play depth. Strategy rolls are off. Sprague will go ahead and pitch. Sprague, 1-6, strikeout. 13 is high. Stinnett, 5-3, and that is a ground ball to third base. 3-3-4. Second base pivot Morgan 0, 1-4. They got it. 2 outs. Stinnett grounds out into the 5-4-3, 2 away. And that will bring up Clemente. And Clemente is 0 for 2 with a walk. 2 men down here. 6-0 Reds as the Reds put a 6-pack in the 8th inning. Sprague, 1-3, strikeout. 13 is high. Clemente, 1-1, and that's flying to left field. And getting over there is Mr. Peter Rose. He will make the catch and end the inning. Nothing across except a walk. 6-0 Reds after 8. We go to the top of the 9th. Bob Johnson's going to stay on the mound, might as well. And leading off for the Reds will be Cesar Geronimo. And he is 1 for 3. So top of the 9th inning, 6-0 Reds. Johnson, 5-2, strikeout 5. He got Geronimo, struck him out. And there is 1 away. Next up is Menke. Menke is 2 for 3 tonight, a single and a double. Good night for him. Johnson, 5-2, strikeout 6. He got him, struck him out. And the second strikeout there for Johnson, 2 away. And now here's Concepcion. And Concepcion is 1 for 3 with a single. Johnson sets up there and he will pitch. Johnson, 4-4, and against a righty strikeout, that 11 will just miss. Concepcion, 1-6, and that is a fly to center field. And Bobby, fly to center field, and that will be Al Oliver getting to that. And he will make the play, and that is a 1-2-3 inning. 6-0 Reds as we go to the bottom of the 9th. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Bottom of the 9th inning. Brian B., do you want Sprague to continue to pitch? He can still pitch to 4 more batters before he tires. Do you want Sprague to stay in there? Yes, he does. Leading off for the Pirates is going to be Bob Robertson, but we're going to see a pinch hitter for him. At least I think he is. He's a first baseman, and I have another first baseman. So Bob Robertson coming out, and coming on to pinch hit for the Pirates is going to be Dave Cash. 282 average, 3 homers, 30 RBIs. Vic Davalillo will go ahead and take over at first base if necessary. So Dave Cash will come on to pinch hit against Sprague. 6-0 Reds, bottom of the 9th. Sprague, 3-2 against the righty, strikeout. The 17 is high. Cash, 2-5, and that's a base hit right past short, and Cash leads off the inning with a single. So Cash gets to first. The next batter is Sanguillen. He will bat. Infield is at double play. Cash on at first. Sprague will pitch. Strategy rolls her off. Sprague, 2-5. Wild pitch, 12. A possible pass ball. And Bench had a pass ball rating of 5. And he won't make it. And that will be ball 1. Sprague will go ahead and make a pitch again. Sprague, 3-3. Walk, 9. That is high. Sanguillen, 3-6, and that's a base hit to right field. It's a single. Cash, a base running rating of 4. Single to right plus 1. A 1-5. Cash will get to third. It's a 6. Cash rounding around second. Right fielder is Geronimo, and Geronimo's arm is a -1. A 1-4, there could be a play. I'm thinking about that. I'm actually down 6 runs. I probably would not have sent him and go station to station running with a 6+ run difference. I'm really thinking about that. But since I already called it, I got to go ahead and roll. So a 1-4, there could be a play. It's a 5. Cash will back off and get back to second base. And I shouldn't have think of sending him anyway. It is a 6-run deficit. But it is a base hit. Steeler fan joins us here at Three Rivers Stadium. So nobody out, bottom of the 9th, 6-0, but the Pirates have runners on base. And the batter is Hebner. What does Brian B. want to do? Does he want to stick with Sprague? Hebner is 1 for 3. What does Brian B. want to do? Does he want Sprague to continue to pitch? He still has one more. Runners at first and second, nobody out, bottom of the 9th. Fans here at Three Rivers hoping something can go on here for the Pirates. Sprague with the pitch. Sprague, 4-3, that's at the park. Three Rivers, 2-2, and it's a blank. We will have a rare play with men on. Rare play, men on, and that is a 22. Fly ball to center field, caught with the lead runner tagging and moving up a base. The play is appealed, and the runner is called out for leaving early. Holy cow, what a terrible thing to happen to the Pirates. So fly ball to center field, caught, 1 out. Lead runner tagging, moving a base. The play is appealed, and the runner is called out for leaving early, which means Dave Cash is out at second base, 2 away. Stadium barfs. Yeah. So now 2 away. Sanguillen still on at first. So that is going to be, I'm going to call that a fly to center. And he's out, and Cash out at second base on an unassisted. And the batter will be Al Oliver. He's the last chance for the Pirates. Oliver, 2 for 3. He will bat. So 2 men down. Can we call for a replay on that? Sorry, didn't have replays in 1972. And I have a funny feeling the umpire is getting some I don't think some very nice things are being said from the crowd on the ump. So 2 out, still 6-0 Reds. Sprague now trying to finish the game. Fans hoping for something. Something was going on, and then it turned into nothing. Sprague, 4-2. That's a walk plus, and that's 16 is going to be too high. Oliver will go ahead and bet. Oliver, 4-4, and it's a ground ball to short. Getting over there is going to be Concepcion. He's got it. Pumps once, pumps twice, throws to second to get Sanguillen. That's your game. The Reds will shut out the Pirates tonight, 6-0, as the Reds put a 6-pack on the board in the 8th inning. Stadium groans. No runs on 2 hits for the Pirates, and the Reds will take this game. I don't know who decided to take out Nelson Briles, but whoever he was, that manager should be fired. And put in Hernandez. And that is a big win for the Reds here. The Reds will advance to 6-4, and the Pirates will now drop to 8-2. And the Reds actually took the series if you include the 10-minute ticker. Final line score coming up. For the Reds, 6 runs on 7 hits and no errors. For the Pirates, no runs, 7 hits and no errors. This is, by the way, our second straight shutout. We had a 7-0 shutout last night. The winning pitcher is going to be Tom Hall. Hall's going to be the winner, and Hernandez and Ramon Hernandez will take the loss, and there is no save. And I will give Sprague, however, a hold. He didn't allow any runs. So a great win there for the Reds. But we are not done yet. 10-minute ticker coming right up. Geez, you take out a pitcher that's been pitching beautifully, and all of a sudden the bullpen just collapses on itself. Dang. Talk about an ouch. And that's a big win. That's actually a big early season win. Every game matters, whether it's fast score or inside pitch. Bill Verdon is filing a protest. Is he still alive? It is now time for the 10-minute ticker, brought to you by FastScore Baseball. So the Reds are going to take a 6-0 win here over the Pirates. Let's see how the rest of the majors did tonight, starting with April 27th. Montreal at the Dodgers. Expos 7-34, and that is 3. Dodgers 11-36, and that's 4, a win for the Dodgers. Mets and the Padres. Mets are finally winning some games. Can they keep it going? Mets 8-65. Yes, they can. That is 7. Padres 9-32, and that is 3. And another happy recap for my Mets. Phillies and the Giants. Phillies 22-61, and that's 9. Giants 21-66, that's 12, and the Giants will beat the Phillies in a real pitcher's duel there. On to April 28th, Angels and the Orioles. Craig Scarborough joins us here for Fast Score Baseball. Angels, heck of a matchup. Nolan Ryan and Jim Palmer. Angels minus 162, and that is 3. Orioles 455, and that is 4. And that is a win. That is a win for the O's. White Sox and Detroit. White Sox 942, that is 4. Tigers 11-14, that is 1, a win for the Pale Hose. Cleveland and Kansas City. Indians 663, and that's 6. Royals 366, that's 7, and that's a win for the Royals. Oakland at Milwaukee. Athletics 18-16, and that is 3. Brewers 426, and that's 2. That's still a win for the A's. Minnesota and the Yankees. Twins 844, and that is 4. Yankees 764, that is 6. And a win for the Yankees. Red Sox and the Rangers. Red Sox 1744, that is 5. Rangers 1113, that is 1. And that's a win for the Bo Sox. Reds and the Cubs. Reds 1264, that is 8. Cubs 1144, and that is 4. And that's another, and that game belongs to the Reds. Cardinals and the Astros. Cardinals 1053, and that is 5. Astros 1912, that's 1, and that's a win for the Redbirds. Mets and the Dodgers. Mets and the Dodgers here. Mets 1064, and that is 7. Dodgers 662, that's 5. And another happy recap for the Mets. They're on a bit of a winning streak. Braves and the Pirates, as Simtistics with Steve Tate joins us here for FastScore Baseball. No problem there. By the way, Nick, your Indians will be on tomorrow. I'm letting you know right now, your Indians are on tomorrow. They will play the Royals. Braves 952, and that is 5. Pirates 1826, and that's 4, and that's a win for Atlanta. Philadelphia and the Padres. Phillies 745, that is 4. Padres 1151, and that is 5. That's a win for the Friars. Expos and the Giants. Expos 1742, and that's 5. G-Men 1814, and that is 2. And that's a win for the Expos. April 29th, Angels at Baltimore. Angels 111, that's 0. Orioles 655, and that is 4. Another win for the Birds. White Sox and the Cats. White Sox, yes, it was Mr. Steve Tower, was a good night for Big Red. White Sox 646, that is 4. Tigers 665, and that is 7. But still good to have you, Mr. Tower, for FastScore. Cleveland at Kansas City, we have these two tomorrow night. Cleveland 631, and that is 2. Royals 1254, and that is 6. And right now the Indians not off to a good start. Oakland at Milwaukee. Athletics 1113, that's 1. Milwaukee 124, and that's 1. They will tie. Oakland rolls a 1. -1 is 0. Milwaukee walks a 6, and they're actually going to win this as the Brewers will beat the Athletics. Minnesota and the Yankees. Minnesota 821, that is 1. Yankees 711, that's 0, and that's a win for the Twins. Boston and the Rangers. Red Sox 1653, and that is 6. Rangers 352, and that is 3. Another win for the Bo Sox. Reds and the Cubs. Reds 1253, and that is 5. Cubs 1522, and that's 3. And the Reds will sweep all 3 games tonight. Looks like the Reds and FastScore are getting along this season. Cardinals and the Astros. Cardinals 1245, and that is 5. Astros 1226, and that is 3. And another win for the Redbirds. Mets and the Dodgers. Mets 662, and that is 5. Dodgers 1263, and that is 7. And the Met winning streak ends there, but a win 2 out of 3. Braves and the Pirates. Braves 1054, and that is 5. Pirates 20-53, and that is 7, and the Pirates get back on the win track. Philadelphia and the Padres. Phillies 10-15, that's 1. Padres minus 156, that's 3. And that's a win for the Friars. Expos and the Giants. Expos 7-32, and that's 2. Giants 12-21, and that's also 2. They will have extras. Montreal rolls a 5, plus 1 is 6. Giants roll a 4, minus 4 is 0, and that is a win for the team north of the border. That is your 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow will be April 30th, our final game in the month of April, and we will be at KC Municipal Stadium as the Cleveland Indians will take on the Kansas City Royals. Dick Dirt Tidrow will be pitching for the Indians, and Dick Drago will be going for the Royals. Our first matchup of these two teams. Cleveland trying to get on the winning track, and Kansas City just still trying to stay relevant at Municipal Stadium. The Indians taking on the Royals, Tidrow and Drago. Be there or be square. After further review with Steve Tower, PFLQR, Steeler fan Doug Hunt, Brian B., My Basement Media Productions, Simtistics with Steve Tate, Craig Scarborough, John Haverly, Frank Rosenk, and let's see, Big Clue, Clee Baseball fan, Midlife Crisis, Double D. And let's see, DJP, D. Scott Howard, DB. And let's see, Vita Productions, Scooney 007, Kevin Hayes. And let's see, David Vega, of course. And Sports Time Machine, Utah Mike. And I think I got everyone. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Make sure you hit the bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. We'll see you guys tomorrow night. It was a pitcher's duel all the way up to the 7th inning, but then the Reds hung a 6-pack on the Cardinals in the 8th. The Reds win it tonight, 6-0. This game belongs to the Reds, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night.